be victorious. They are already in retreat. EMA has been saved in Scotland and in Wales, and there will be no tuition fee rises in Wales. But this is just the beginning. Whatever happens today, whatever way the politicians of big business vote, this fight is not over. Thatcher's hated poll tax became law 3 years before it was defeated, and we'll be back in the new year. We've added anger, we've added zeal, and we've added determination to defeat this government. But as well as determination, we need a clear strategy that can lead us to victory. After Christmas, like Claire said, we need to escalate the student struggle with a national student strike and complete education shutdown in the new year. We also need to get organised. Youth Fight for Education is going to work to build local anti-cuts groups in every school, college and university to take actions decided on democratically. If we want to win, now we need to look wider than ourselves, to unite with others who share our struggle. We need the might of the working class, who when organised in fighting trade unions, taking collective action, withdrawing their labour, will be able to bring this government to its knees. The National Shop Stewards Network, who are here supporting us today, is an organisation of trade unionists that's going to host a conference on the 22nd of January. The conference will draw in anti-cuts activists from across the country and is an event that students must attend to. The strength of organised workers, when combined with the energy and determination of young people and students, will be an unstoppable force. In March, it is likely that our teachers and lecturers will be going on strike, and we need to see student solidarity on their picket lines like never before. Also in March, we need to build for the TUC demo and for the TUC to take up our slogans. No to sky-high tuition fees, save EMA for free education for all. These cuts are not inevitable and they are not necessary. And then in the new year, when workers unite with students in mass action against the cuts, we can break this hated condemned coalition and do away with their failed austerity agenda once and for all.
I'm Paul Callanan, National Organiser for Youth Fight for Jobs. And I think, aside from being a fantastic show of the power and of anger of students today, students are showing the way forward on how to fight this battle against the cuts. And it doesn't matter what those criminals do in Parliament today. The fight is not over. Even if the bill to increase fees to 9,000 grand a year goes through. In 1988, the most anti-working class government to that point introduced the poll tax. And 3 years later, on the back of a mass movement, it was defeated. And that's exactly what we need to do now. We need to build a mass movement because mass movements win. Already in Wales and Scotland, the Parliament there and the Assembly there have said, under the pressure of this movement, that they will not increase fees and that they will not scrap EMA. And I think what this proves is that young people aren't the ASBO kids. They're not the iPod generation that the press and that the right wing like to portray us as. But young people will fight for the right to a decent job and will fight for the right to an education. We're here to say that we won't be a lost generation. We will fight for our futures. Thank you.